Good timing, just finished the new 4.5 Nightmare. I'm curious about it. Is this actually worded correctly? Because it says when the player summons a follower, so this should be affecting you. But sometimes they've screwed this up before. Is this actually affecting you? Okay, yeah, it does. Good. Because that was the one thing I was kind of wondering is they've made this mistake before where something was supposed to affect you but was buffing up the enemy. That's really interesting. Never seen anything like this. Yesterday I played with Nora and an army of Ravens. When the player summons a follower, transform it into Draven. That is going to be interesting. Because yeah, this is also a summon effect, so that is kind of silly. Just call your name however I like, I don't mind. Well, if I say Rook, I'm probably referring to you. Even though I know that's not how it's going to be pronounced. Blade Dance is fun with that. Your minions turn to Draven. Items keep their buffs for Draven. All of them are Draven? Apparently. Just any followers you have, I guess, are Draven. Which could be really silly, especially for anyone that summons just a bunch of units. Poro is fun for that mission. Yeah, I could see that. I could also see like Kindred. You're summoning mission or units every round. You're summoning a bunch of them. Using Nora in Fear Portal. Yeah, Nora could be pretty hilarious here because you just summon so many. I mean, Viego would work. Are you in LOR Discord? No, I don't think so. I think I just used my own Discord. I used Nidalee and never got to turn 2. Yeah, this one seems like they're just giving it to you because making sure your units have Scout is really good. Like, sure, the enemy has this too, but then all of your units are Draven. Like, I was thinking about doing Aurelian Soul, and so our Draven is then massive, although that might be a play effect. When you play a unit, double its stats. When you play a create a card. When you play a champion. So yeah, for Aurelian Soul, it's all play effects, not summon effects. So the Draven that we are summoning shouldn't actually trigger through that. I use Lux Illuminated because of the spinning axes. Yeah, that would be some targeting. This is a really interesting one. It's fun that it is just a very interesting one to play around. It's going to be very strong and broken for you. It's not something difficult to go against. This just seems like it's going to be a fun time. Got the Husk power though, so that was a great start. Summon is different from create. For Aurelian Soul, if that's what you're referring to, like, some summoned units can be created, yes, but for Aurelian Soul, his effects are play effects. So you have to play the card, whereas this is when you summon it. Yeah, it would be interesting. Yeah, you could go for a very cheap champion and just go for a bunch of star gems to buff up your other champions, and then every unit you play just becomes Draven. Yeah, star gem would be good. Wonder if Pike would be good. You're still able to lurk and keep drawing more Dravens. Pike would be interesting because you can probably start free attacks with your units, and then they'd maybe transform into Draven, even though they're still declared the free attack, potentially. There's just so many crazy synergies you could do. Also with Pike, with the Scout, if the free attack does trigger, you'd essentially rally. Probably gonna do with Yuumi. Yuumi could be really good, yeah, because you're summoning 2 Poros. This is a very interesting one. Welcome to League of Draven. Elise, yeah, there's so many champs here that could be crazy. You especially just want champs that summon a bunch of units very easily. You could actually go for Heimerdinger and try to play like turn 1 Heimerdinger and play a bunch of spells. Anyone that summons units every round, so like Gwen, Kindred, Misfortune, I feel like any of them would be solid. Cheap champions, or people have cheap decks, like Annie, Elise. Gnar wouldn't be bad. Jax could be okay. Kindred. Poro King would be solid. Yeah, Yuumi could be funny just because of your 2-star, where you're immediately summoning 2 units, and then you could attach Yuumi to those Dravens if you wanted. It's transform Nidalee. All of your bushes become it. I think we'll go with Yuumi just to immediately summon 2 at the start of the game. I feel like that could be really fun. So let's grab Yuumi, and we don't need to go for Gale Force because we already have this. So that's not needed. I think Dreams of Yordles will be nice. Also, I don't think we can really go for Spirit of the Buru because they're not going to be 1 cost. Like, the Poros are 1 cost, but then they're transforming, and they're transforming into 3 costs. So yeah, Spirit shouldn't work. But we could go for Beast Within. That way, with our Scout attack, we're still going to have the Overwhelm. Strength of Stone. You can level Draven turn 1. Black Shield could be okay if we wanted to buff up their defenses. Level Draven does get Overwhelm, but we're not going to likely be able to have Overwhelm in our opening attack. So it's just to make sure we don't get blocked in our opening attack. We could go for just more flat stats. Sure, I think let's go, yeah, we can go for a build where we're mostly just focusing on our Dravens and not really focusing on our Yuumi. Like, we'll still probably play Yuumi and attach her to someone, but making sure they both have Overwhelm, because while Draven gets Overwhelm while he levels, he's not going to have Overwhelm for our first immediate attacks. And so making sure we can't get blocked for the Beast Within, nice, giving us some consistent damage. Black Shield to protect both of them to make sure they can't die, and then the Disciple just to make sure we can play Yuumi immediately. Sure, let's go ahead and try this out. This should be interesting. Yeah, Scout. This can be fun. I guess before we hop in here, though, we'll drop a quick ad break. So if you need to go to the bathroom, get a drink, go ahead and do that right now. Classic bot lane, Yuumi Draven. I actually never played while Yuumi was in the game. I know a lot of people hated her. Just be careful with the amount of axes you get. Yeah, it's a good call. We'll load in here. The good thing with Yuumi, though, is, yeah, our axes will give us barrier, so that'll be nice. No Jinx? I mean, I don't think Jinx is necessarily that great here. Should I 4-star Yuumi, or she's strong at 3 stars? She's strong at 3 stars, but she gets a really big power boost from her 4th star. Her 4th star is very, very good. So if you like playing Yuumi, she's definitely one that's worth upgrading to 4 stars. Her 4 star is fantastic. Have 95 Yuumi shards. Oh, I guess you better spend them. But I don't want to use Bandle stars on her. Yeah, that is a little rough. All right, everyone should be back. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we can get for our first power. Anything to summon units will be great. So game start, summon a Sting Officer. Sure, let's go for that. Just, it gives us another Draven. Sounds good. And let's go for Back Alley Barkeep. All right, let's get rid of both of these. Fine with having another one of our attached units. All right, so triple Draven. Not the best. Let's try to buff some of these up. We'd like everyone to be a little bit better.
Wait, you've been following me?
All right, so we could go for the quick quill, but the sprout is just going to give us another Draven. Although they do have pretty big units already. So that's not necessarily the best. Yeah, well, we could summon another Draven. I guess let's go here so we can get that barrier. We can attack and do as much damage as we can. If they are able to kill some of our units, not that big of a deal. We're just going to be able to get a bunch of axes here.
Let's boogie.
All right, let's just go for a ton of damage. We're going to put 2 axes on this one. That way, when he attacks, he will level. Because, yeah, struck with 2 spinning axes. This one could still get blocked out. Do we just want to dump all of our damage into one? Sure.
Time for the moneymakers.
Now they'll be able to block and survive this, which will be a little bit sad, but doing a ton of damage. So yeah, we really just need... we could already trigger the Fated, but we'll wait. We just need to wait for our next attack, and then we'll be good.
A foray into the field? How exciting!
Could wait for my beloved Kale to finally release and get her instead. I mean, yeah, Kale would be great. Such a weird modifier. It's a lot of fun. I think Sunny will make a video about this nightmare. Probably. Yeah, Heimer definitely could work if you go for a turn 1 Heimerdinger build. Honestly, we can just pass.
Don't worry, I've read all about this, just as I hypothesized.
Got an axe with your name on it. Now we're cooking.
So we're just triggering both of their Fated. And then also getting the barrier. Alright, we'll get our scout attack off, and that'll be game.
Axes coming right up.
GG.
Time to turn the page, book!
I kind of hope they do more modifiers like this that are just silly and a lot of fun. Ah, GG. Why does everyone want Kale? Isn't she super bland? I mean, a lot of people just think cool is pretty cool. Kale is pretty cool, and I think she could be fun as well. The empowered mechanic, it can be a good time. Looks like you're using who I was planning on using here. Yes, but the good thing is there's so many champions that all are actually going to have synergies with this power. Kale is the only champion with vanilla double attack. Yeah. This modifier is content? Pretty much, yes. Let's just go for the Celestial Blessing. Good way to get some targeting in. And for support champion here, we just want anyone that has a bunch of cheap units. So that doesn't look great. Double attack is fun, but any one costs around? Lucian is a one cost, but not quite what we're looking for. So Mask Mother, we could play that for free. Lucian is a fun time, though. He also has Elusive. He can give that Elusive to someone else. Sure, let's just go here. I always like grabbing Lucian. So, Shop, Smooth Soloist. Let's go for the Smooth Soloist. If we get another power to summon more Dravens, or just more units, that would be great. Let's go for Arbiter. Does double Senna become double Draven? It should. Yeah, it should. What if we roll for Draven? Do we get items on all copies or not? Yeah, we should. I think this is one of the few adventures where the encounters have champions as well. Do we know if this modifier existed before today? Is it new? I have no idea that it existed, so it could be something that they just added. I know a lot of the modifiers got leaked beforehand, but I had no idea about this one. All right, let's honestly get rid of most of these. Actually, let's hold on to the Radiant Strike, because this having an item, like just giving our Dravens a rare item, could be really big. No, I don't think it's supposed to be a debuff. Often with these adventures, they want to give you something that is fun to help you, especially for the first one. All right, let's drop our Yuumi.
Where'd we end up this time, book?
And then let's actually go for the Radiant Strike, because this giving us the Hex Tech Fabricator will be very nice. Solid.
Let's do this.
All right, and yeah, let's get our Scout Attack off. Having the Overwhelm is very nice because we're not losing any damage.
Today base camp, tomorrow the summit.
All right, so here, let's let
We're cooking.
this unit strike, because he'll be able to give everyone the, well, level everyone up to make them stronger. Let's use this here for the targeting. And yeah, they all already have barrier. Sure, let's try to push a little bit of extra damage, but they will be able to block and survive if they want.
I will reach the peak.
All the spinning axes. All right, so we could trigger these to boost up our Faded again, but it kind of doesn't matter, so we'll just hold off. No, Acel shouldn't work. That's one thing we looked at earlier, because for Acel, it's a play effect, not a summon effect. Let's drop our Senna, see if they both just transform into our Dravens. They do keep the... Huh. These Dravens aren't leveled. Weird. Alright. We're waiting to see them attack, because we can just bait them in.
What you doing?
Let's put this here. So with Yumi's passive, we can just buff up our Dravens, give them all barrier.
Hey, buddy, what you doing?
We could block with this one, but kind of why bother? Oh, it looks pretty good. And yeah, he's gonna give us just a ton of axes. It's so weird that we have a Draven on the board, though, that's not leveled. Let's, sure, use one of these just to trigger this one's faded.
Now we're cooking. Draven out.
Alright, so again, we could trigger everyone's faded, but not really a point. Let's just attack. This is the true League of Draven? Yeah. This is the 4.5 Nightmare. Is this a hint that they're adding Draven in the next patch?
Good.
I mean, that would be cool if that is what they were doing. That would be a fun marketing ploy. Because this is a power it's just meant to be fun. Can we proc Evelyn's 3-star with this? Get a full board of Dravens, level them, get 10/10. I mean, it should only trigger when the first one levels, but yes, it should be able to buff up all your Dravens to be stronger. Why do I think the Draven Axe will get draw if he gets to Path of Champions? Because, I mean, that's what he already has at the moment. We can... So going for a 1-drop's not bad, but I think let's go for the Quick Quill. We do like having more of our attached units. Alright, we really want more summon effects. We don't see any summon effects. While some of these are okay, let's go ahead and re-roll. Alright, game starts, summon 2 husks. Both of these husks should turn into 2 more copies of Draven, so this should be fantastic. Some of these others are still good, but yeah, this should be great. Yeah, let's go here. Sagar, thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate it. There's no Draven Path of Champions, not as a playable champ. There's an enemy boss for Draven, but we can't play as Draven. All right, let's go for a Scavenger. Draven is definitely a discard deck with the power to create copies of discarded cards. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Damn, you pronounced my name correctly. I mean, there's a first for everything. Let's get rid of most of these. Watch your content daily, so want to support? Definitely appreciate it. So we're gonna get like 5 Dravens at the start of the game. All right, that is pretty awesome. Let's play this first and just let's see what they get. So, solid amount of stats. We could play our Yumi, but we could also just immediately attack and then attack again.
What you looking for? Let's boogie.
All right, let's just,
Do this.
yeah, immediately attack and GG. Hopefully we can get to having just 6 Dravens turn 1 without having to play anything. Dre, thank you for the continued support. Appreciate it. 6 months in advance, pretty crazy. Thank you. I don't really care about any of these. I suppose we'll go for the Young Witch, but yeah, I don't really care. Let's go for the shop, see if we can get another summon power. Not quite. Let's try a reroll. Try one more. All right, game start, draw 2. That can be okay. Goodness. Thank you for the gifted subs. Congrats everyone that got hit. Support is greatly appreciated. Let's see. Don't think we really care about any of these. Let's go ahead and leave. Let's hit up the healer. We can get rid of the Crystal Ibex. And let's go for Jinx.
I like you.
A very easy dodge. Wanted to try the new Twisted Gifted sub promo, but only 1 extra dam. Yeah. Next patch we get speed up by my father works at Nintendo. I mean, yeah, we should get the speed up next patch, I believe. Let's get rid of Celestial. And Yordle's actually not bad, but let's try to get the Lucian spell again, because that Hex Tech Fabricator is quite nice. Last day of September popping off, apparently, yeah. Not complaining. All right, I think we will actually play some of our cards this time.
Where'd we end up this
Just
time,
because
Book?
they have their Jinx, they're going to be able to do a lot of burst speed blockers. So we could buff up another unit, or we can just drop another Draven. Oh, that is kind of funny. I think let's just go here. Jinx could kill some of our units. She could kill some of our Dravens. Yeah, this is fine.
The sun got me good.
All right, let's go ahead and try to do as much damage as we can.
Well, you're starting to bore me.
All right, not bad. Those Dravens count as created allies? They should. So yeah, Nora should be pretty good here as well. All right, let's discard some of these. We need this one to be able to level, so we're going to use 2 of them here. And then we'll use the other 2 to proc these Faded and give them Barrier.
Let's boogie.
There we go. GG. Oh, nice. All the spinning axes. How's the League of Draven going? Pretty great. I think this is one of the best powers they've made. This is just fantastic. Funny thing about this adventure is that Lulu's passive doesn't do anything. Yeah. Hearing them chant Draven is funny. Yeah. They did a really good job. I hope we get more of this. Because this is what the game, like, not everything should be like this. There should be some ones that are more challenging and serious, but having some weekly adventures that are just silly and hilarious, and you're trying to see who can abuse it the most, this new power, is a lot of fun. Having something that's not necessarily difficult at all, it's just a blast. I think this is fantastic. None of these really matter. I guess we'll go for the regen. We're going to save our reroll potentially for up here. Deep cuts isn't bad. It's like we could try to reroll for another Draven, but with our scout attack, like we're potentially stacking this up to like 10 round 1. So sure, I think we will go for this. It is fun. We do have the deadly modifier, so it's going to deal double damage. It can be a fun time. Let's see. Hype chest? Interesting. Yeah, got a little, well, you know, that's fun. Hype chest all the way. Cool. Let's see, spells chest or item chest. We'll go for the item chest, I guess. Although going for the Lucian spell wouldn't be bad. Yeah, we can just go ahead and go here for the Glory Seeker. Hey, Grape. It's incredible. They have Deadly. Yeah. Next adventure turns everyone into Teemo. Hope we'll get enough positive feedback to do more of them. Yes, I'm really hoping so too. Yeah, this is goofy and fun. Don't want to be banging my head against the 6.5 wall every week. Yeah, and like the whole game shouldn't be this, but having something like this like every week or every other week that's just fun and silly, and it's not trying at all to be challenging, it's just giving you a fun time. This is good. This is really what the weeklies should be able to showcase. All right, so let's just get rid of all of these. We want to get the Lucian spell. We want to get our champions. Alex into Teemo and enemies into Draven for constant. WTF is that? Yeah. Hey, Carthians. Alright, so we could immediately attack. Didn't get the Lucian spells. That is a little bit sad. Sure, we can drop our Yumi.
Lead the way, Book. Wait, you've been following me?
Victory requires a sharp blade.
So we could just drop this to get another Draven. Sure.
Off we go!
Well, our hand is just going to be completely full of the axes. But let's go ahead and attack. We're going to get just the most massive Ichor or Icor possible. All right, let's go ahead. I guess actually we don't really need to focus on discarding too much. Like, we're already going to be able to end. We don't need to waste time spending all these. I mean, we could let that kill them, but not really a big deal. GG. It's not Draven, guys. It's LeBlanc, obviously. Isn't Heimer Infinite Draven? It can be, yeah. So if you can especially get your Heimerdinger on the board with like a turn 1 Heimerdinger build, and then just play some spells and flood the board, that's the great thing with this modifier, is there's so many different champions that all have great synergies with it. It's really well done. Let's go for Senna. Kind of hoping that we could maybe get some cost reduction to play her for cheaper to get more Dravens. Reckoner's Mark is kind of funny, but Radiant Strike, being able to give our whole board of Dravens a epic and a rare spell would be great. We want to get more of those. All right, shop. Don't see any of the spell. Summon 2 armed gearheads. This is going to summon too many units because we're already summoning 5. But an entire board of Dravens sounds fun, so let's go there. Item chest, shop. Could go for the item chest, but sure. Trying to get another power could always be fun, so let's go for Herald. Viego, when you kill an ally or enemy get a Draven, yeah. Again, let's try to get rid of most of these. Great that we have the Radiant Strike. We can really just play this at burst speed and then open attack with our entire board of Dravens. Oh, this is great. Now we're cooking. So yeah, we're actually summoning 7 units at the start. All right, let's drop this. See what we get. All right, not too bad. Let's just immediately attack. We could play like Yumi, but not really needed. Oh, the animations will be a little slow. How many Dravens is too many?
Let's do this.
Like, even if they somehow survive, like, one, we could push more damage, but they also have this massive Icar. Ah, GG. Methinks next patch we're going back to Noxus. Could be fun. Game starts, summon a LeBlanc from your deck. Whenever you summon a LeBlanc, double LeBlanc stats everywhere is the busted power that comes to mind. How you got full board of Draven? Because we're summoning technically 7 units at the start of the game. Yeah, we can just get the Young Witch. Not that we really care. We might end up cutting this. Silence unit. Empress Prosperity, not bad. Yeah, we don't really need that. Let's try for a reroll. Sure. More keywords. Fun. And yeah, another card that has the Hextech Fabricator. Sounds good. So we have 4 Quick Quills, 4 Young Witch, 4 Senna. Let's get rid of the 4 of the Young Witch and Lulu.
Pleased to meet you.
Which, yeah, Lulu's power is not really going to do anything. Sadly, we're not getting Draven next patch. We're getting a brand new to the game and an existing champ getting the Constellation. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Let's get rid of Lucian, or well, most of these. Nice, we have our Radiant Strike. Now we can see all the items that everyone gets. For me, I would guess that we're getting Fiddlesticks. That'd be my guess, but yeah, we don't know. All right, let's drop this here. All right, what items did we get? Nice. The Radiant Plate Armor is one of the best.
Watch and learn.
All right, so Scout Attack. Have you seen the new teaser of the champ? I have not.
Let's do this.
All right. GG. It was fun while it lasted. Hopefully we get more of this.
Damn, I'm good.
They should not even bother teasing the Constellation silhouette, right? Because it's brand new. I mean, yeah. I didn't see a new Silas was teased today. LOR reported it. I'll go pull up Twitter and let's, or I guess X. All right, so that was a very fun adventure. Great time. I really hope they do more of this in the future because that was just such a fun modifier and that was fantastic. They haven't done anything like this in a long time. I think this was great. All right, I'm going to try to pull up All right, let's drop this here. And we'll see if we can make this bigger. So, it says the art used for Petricite Hall has been confirmed to be the first clue of the patch 5.10 spoiler season, which will add the first new champ to LOR in 7 months. Spoiler week has officially begun. And then the art in this card is very special to me because the first clue of many for the 5.10 spoiler season, and a huge shout out to Captain Sarah for letting me kick things off spoiler season via her final daily discussion. Happy start of spoiler week to the best community. Awesome. So the Petricite Hall, this is one that everything is kind of twisted and kind of like a nightmare because it's the whole thing with all of the champions that came out was it's all dreams and nightmares. And so the people that are about dreams and nightmares is potentially like Nocturne, so like a second version of Nocturne, or like Fiddlesticks. So that's kind of what, yeah, kind of the best guesses for who we might not get. Is this not a Fiddle teaser? I mean, yeah, it I would say it's most likely, yeah, Fiddlesticks, Nocturne, and then I guess you could say Silas because of Petricite, but I think it's more hinting at like nightmares. I mean, Nocturne's already in the game, but so is Lux. So it could be a second version of Nocturne. Is it Yone also related to dreams? I have no idea, to be honest. He's another champion that was not added when I played the game. Also didn't even pay attention to who we actually got. I thought the new champions were going to be Silas, Yone, and Fiddlesticks. Yeah, we're only getting one. Yeah, I thought Yone was like possessed by some sort of demon or something. So yeah, most likely the new champion or the teaser is, most people would say like Fiddlesticks. Well, apparently it doesn't like Petricite. Or I'm bad spelling Petricite. Ah, there we go. Alright, so we have Petricite Hall. So we have all of this is like the cards that they were showcased. The cheers of the crowd faded as she entered the hall. The statues looked on in silence. Darkness awaited, but she could not turn back. What else would prevent Demasi's descent into nightmares? So the whole thing with the whole patch and what they were kind of building towards before the game had to completely shift focus from PvP or just general to PvE was this whole concept of dreams and nightmares. So the thing with the second version of Lux is this is her dream. Lilia was all about protecting people's dreams. Vex was all about essentially nightmares. And so the champions that would best focus on nightmares would be Nocturne for one. Yes, Nocturne's already in the game, but they could do a second version of Nocturne. But also then Fiddlesticks. This is, yeah, what people are speculating that. But also it even says right here, Darkness. They like to tease some of the illustrations or some of the in-game. For spoiler stuff, they like to use some of the words that are in the text. And so, like, Darkness is obviously a massive nod towards Nocturne as well. But still does work for Fiddlesticks. We know there are 3 ancient demons. Fiddlesticks, Ashles, and one more we've never heard of. Aren't we also getting a new adventure this upcoming patch too? A Fiddlesticks boss adventure for Halloween would make some sense. yes, we are getting a brand new adventure to the game. Not any sort of like remix or anything like that. Hey, Rivi. I'm doing all right. Glad you could make it. Champ about giving you sleep deprivation. Makes sense considering I didn't really sleep much last night either. Silas is a liberator of Demacian mages, so Lux should see him as an ally or anti-hero, not a villain, much less a nightmare. Yeah, I don't think it's really leaning towards Silas. Like, yes, Silas he's Demacian champion, so there's obviously that. And yeah, he is tied to Petricite because he's a mage and that whole issue, but it doesn't seem like this is really leaning towards Silas at all. The new patch is on the 9th. All right, let's go take a look at the other nightmare. So we have Aurelian Soul, calling for aid at the start of the round 7. The foe summons a random level 2 champion. So you pretty much just don't want to dawdle. You want to try to end fairly quickly. We have Hugify, so game start, the foe summons a random unit from their deck, grow its stats to 1020 and grant it vulnerable. Then we also have the deadly modifier. This is interesting. Does anyone know who the mini boss is for this adventure? Proud of myself, beat Asol Relicless with level 17 Heimerdinger, meaning no champ draw, lost the first round, revived, killed him round 1. Nice. Aurelia, I think it was. Oof. We were just talking about the potential spoilers or the like reveal season for next patch, how it started with the Petricite Hall that we were talking about. This is gonna be a good showcase for Viego's possession. I was thinking about using Viego for this. It's been a little bit since I've played him. How are you going to kill Hugify and Deadly? I mean, you can still do it with a lot of damage. But yeah, going for Viego, you can just steal it instead if you want. We're definitely getting a new vocab for nightmares. It would be nice. We haven't gotten really a new vocab for a while. We kind of got Crit Strike. Alright, let's... Yeah, we don't have anything against created cards this time. So we can go for Spellweavers. Oh, I'm always so blind. Oh, man. There it is. I always forget what the symbol is. We haven't gotten any new keyword leaks since the Brash and Death list. I mean, technically we got Critical Strike with Caitlyn, so that was technically a new keyword, but that's only on one card. All right, let's go ahead and go for our like normal fun Viego build, and let's try out this 5.5 Nightmare. Yeah, Corrupted Star Fragment could be good to try to eat the Hugify, but we also just want to make sure our Viego is leveled round 1. We'd rather just take the Hugify and kill it. We don't really need to worry about scaling. Alright, let's go for a power here. Alright, heal your Nexus with Shield. Observatory isn't bad, but we do like our board space is limited. Memory Game's not bad. It can be very good for some spells, but I don't really feel like doing the brain power for it, to be honest. Let's be Phalanx, Grit, Fixer Upper. Oh, that is fantastic. Let's try one more. Sure. Let's just go for Rush Them Down. This can help trigger our second star power to give us more cost reduction and scaling. Fast Heal's not terrible. Yeah, we'll go for Rush Them Down. Let's go for Jagged Butcher. Board space limitation is really bad for Viego. Yeah. It is something you do struggle with. I think we'll hold on to the possession since they have Hugify. We can actually get rid of our Viegos. We know we're going to draw him at the start of the game, so we don't need double Viego in our opening hand. The thing is, if it's Fiddle, maybe a Landmark Story Saga champion could be interesting. Yeah. Kamzi Jungle. Sup, Toast, how you doing? Did you see the tweet, Captain Sarah spoiler for new champion? I'm doing all right. Yes, we did just take a look at that. Or at least I am leaning towards it being Fiddlesticks. I think that would be great. Love a bit of Viego. Hope we get a Plat Vessel next patch. Yes, I'm thinking we should. We're getting a brand new adventure, not a remix of an old one. I would think that very likely we're going to get something, a Platinum Vault in that adventure, whether it's the quest or reward. I would guess it would get one there. Let's sure, let's just steal it immediately, because it's probably more efficient to go for the aristocrat and kill this, but I just think it's kind of funny. So let's kill this here. Oh, Viego's so much fun.
There's plenty of killing there.
Alright, let's go ahead and attack like this.
He started without me.
Alright, so we can drop the aristocrat, drop the soldier, play our Viego turn 1. Oh, Viego's always so much fun to play.
She waits for me beyond the mist, my queen.
Oh look, Mordekaiser. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop this here. Uh-oh, is it gonna do the order wrong? It should be fine. Always worried about Viego getting destroyed there. Alright, so we have even more units. I think we'll go ahead and end here. These will die, Viego will level. They really made the Rune King the king of past champions? Yeah. Why not attack first? I mean, yeah, we could have.
Nothing feels better than the sun on your scales.
Alright, this is going to kind of give us too many units, but let's go ahead and kill their unit to kill their unit. Oh yeah, Mordekaiser, right. Alright, so it kind of doesn't really matter.
Let's get to
Oh man. Alright. GG. Viego and Mordekaiser level up in one round. You and I not playing the same game. I mean, that happens pretty often, to be honest. Imagine if they added a new PvP mode with the powers of Palace Champions, everyone being 3 stars. That would sound terrible. Let's go for the Withering Mist, just because Viego things. Let's go for support champs. Annie, Akshan, Again, we don't really like the board space factor with Akshan. Ashe isn't bad. Gain a lot of stats with the Phage and the Reckoner's Mark and getting a kill. Sure, let's go for Ashe, I guess. Actually, I've been distracted. I forgot the one part of this build is we need to re-roll for Shadow Isles. It always happens right after I make the selection. Oh well, not a big deal. Let's go for Field Musicians. Oh, it's been too long since I played Viego that I forgot the one thing about playing him. What relics are you running? Disciple of Shadows, Spellweavers, and Portal Pals. And the whole point of the deck is, or the build, is to stay in Shadow Isles. Alright, let's get rid of Withering Mist, even though it could be decent. Let's hold on to the others. I mean, Freljord has some decent 7-drops. Yeah, it can be okay. The big thing, though, is that we have a lot of kill spells and Shadow Isles that we can generate, which can really help us power up in the early game. So the fact of not having those is kind of the biggest deal.
What's that noise?
Everything's better with company.
All right, let's go ahead and... yeah, kill our own unit to start summoning and drawing more, because we'd like to be able to draw our Viego. All right, apparently not. Let's go ahead and kill a couple of these. I think we'll keep our Spiderling on the board. Wouldn't be bad to have a blocker for next round. Yeah, this will be fine. All right, so 1-cost soldier. Get another miss going, because he's just buffing up everyone, and then let's go here. When they die, they're also giving us that cost reduction, which will be nice. Freljord can offer some ramp and control at least. Yeah, Freljord won't be the worst. It's the sole reason I don't like this build. Yeah, you can definitely get unlucky and have some issues. That is definitely the case. So our Ashe will slightly struggle. I think let's drop our dragon, kill one of our own units to get just some more mists going. All right, so Ashe will be able to get, well, not even a kill because she's going to hit the sparring student. Sure, let's try to drop this here to soften them up. Sometimes they don't block. Oh, interesting. Recalling a blocker is not the best for us, but we'll be able to kill their student here. All right, so let's block that one there. And I suppose we'll block this one here just to reduce down the damage we're taking. Yeah, sad we don't have our Viego.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
And this is kind of the one issue you can have with your Viego deck, is you can actually just end up running out of steam. So we could play some of these. I think we'll end for now, because we want to be able to trigger our star powers next round. All right, let's go ahead and grab that unit. Oof. Feels bad.
What's today's lesson?
All right, let's hit this one with the Frostbite. Because if we can keep our Ashe alive, it would be nice.
I will unite the
We've been through a lot.
Alright, solid. Alright, that's not bad with us. Dropping him again to get more buffs going isn't bad. Alright, so we could kill it to drain 1, which wouldn't be terrible. Sure.
swiftly now.
Alright, so I think let's put that one there so it won't die. Let's grab the elusive one right here. Alright, GG. Hey Toast, real quick, in your Heimer guide, how come you didn't mention getting vulnerable or formidable? Absolutely new to him, and so they make the battle much harder to complete. Often with the formidable, normally when I get it, you're getting it with the health, so it doesn't actually make it terrible. It can high roll, and you can get that when you get like the 100 power. Yeah, it's like... Could mention that yes, he can get vulnerable, but often when you're getting it, it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's actually perfectly fine, because you get it in addition to getting other health increases as well. So it's not like it's just always terrible for you. I think the entire time I played Heimerdinger, there was only once where it was a slight downside, and then it was actually just like a minor loss in damage. So it's normally not... Yeah, I didn't want to try to go through all of the upgrades for Heimerdinger, which is why I kind of just briefly mentioned them. But yeah, in general, it's just stats and keywords. Alright, so Sandspinner, Ice Shard, deal 1 to everything, Pyromantic Wake, 3 Sisters. I don't really want any of these, to be honest. Flash Freeze and Tomb. Let's actually use a reroll here, try to get something a bit better. I like Death's Grasp. Omenhawk could be decent to get our champion on the board a bit faster, but I do like Death's Grasp, so let's go for that one. Alright, Solitary Monk. Let's cut one of the Freljord cards. Actually, let's get rid of Brittle Steel. Often, everyone's going to be too strong for this to even do anything. Let's go for Smooth Soloist. I wonder how the AI reacts when they get an Ionia deck. They see card lit up in play. Possibly. They do make a lot of dumb plays sometimes. Let's get rid of Mist. The other 3 we like. Just really hoping we get our champion, our Viego. Oof. Sure, we can drop this here.
Please. Achilles, where are you?
I never.
Alrighty, so if we attack, we're probably not going to get anything. Kind of playing that just because. Alright, so this will summon a prey, summon a spiderling. Sure, let's actually go here. Alright, draw, give us something good. Not bad. When the enemy, we draw many cards, cost by 1, plunder, nab 1. I think let's drop this here, get 2 more units on the board.
Nothing like the stink of blood and sweat.
Not too bad. We have plenty of blockers for them. Viego's playing hide and seek? Yes. Goodness, I keep thinking they're going to be done. They're just spamming like crazy. Oh, man. We'll go ahead and pass. Just asking because that's part of why I done my Acel run against Acel. So unless I'm doing something wrong, I hate Formidable every time it shows up because suddenly I lose attack when I get hit. Just watch my attack get buffed and it's pointless. I don't like it much. It's not great for you and it definitely can screw you over at times. Normally when you get it, it also gives you a boost in your health as well. So it actually can be a positive for you at times, but that's kind of the thing with Heimerdinger. Your upgrades are kind of random. Less against it if I had better experience with it, I suppose, but as it stands, I just don't get enough health back for me to enjoy rolling when I have 20 plus power units. Yeah, it can be pretty annoying. Let's go ahead and pass. We'll drop our soldier next round when we have the room. Yeah, we'll just drop this for free. So if we play this, we're going to get 3 units because we're going to get 1 from killing our own unit, 1 from killing an enemy unit, and a champion, which would be a lot. Yeah, always the issue of board space. It is also said that our Ashe is just slightly away from being able to kill their unit. Now we would get 2. So we could drop Ashe, get a kill. It's just the issue is we don't have enough board space for what we want to do, which is a little bit frustrating. All right, I think let's kill this, deal some damage to that one. We're intentionally not killing one of their units because we don't want to over summon. All right, so let's go ahead and kill this. And yeah, just do as much damage as possible. Yeah, none of our units quite have the vulnerable. Or the regen, that is. So yeah, literally 1 away. So we could drop our Hydrovine or drop our Ashe. I think let's actually drop this just to get the encroaching mists going. The only one I have problems with is the one that transforms into sea monsters because they just get rid of the aura. See, that one was interesting for me because I once had the effect where they were sea monsters, so they got the bonus of being deep, but they didn't actually transform into the sea monsters. There's so many of those upgrades I just never saw. I think I just had really bad luck with my Heimerdinger. I never got so many of those upgrades. Yeah, we'll drop this here and try to end. GG. I think my favorite thing about Chemtech on Heimerdinger is the copy of spells count as spending mana on those copies, so casting a 6 cost or higher spells gives you 2 buffs. Yeah, that's one of the great things about it. Do you know if it's been mentioned about giving units a clear subtype tag? Like Plaza Guardian looks like it should be tech, but it isn't. I don't think that's been mentioned at all. Let's go for Wings in the Wave. This one is pretty good. We don't want to grab another champion because we're already struggling to draw the champion we have. Let's see. Mask Mother isn't terrible. Dawning Shadows wouldn't be... I mean, it's always funny to get just because that's something Viego has. Yeah, we can get this. Another unit we can then kill. Gives us more cost reduction for our Viego, potentially. Yeah, Mask Mother is solid, but I think we're okay. Let's try to get rid of this card, even though it just won us the game. Because hopefully... Like, we're not wanting to rely on it. Alright, let's go for Aurelia.
Fight for the first land.
Hopefully our Viego actually shows up this time. Also looks like ad drops will pause. Oh, the chat on screen. Good call. I popped it up there. It's been a couple days since I streamed, so guess I was a little rusty this morning when I was setting up. All right, so we have our Viego. That's nice. Yeah, there's just about potentially a minute left for anyone stuck in the ads. We're just going to pause here. Mulligan him away. We also have the Possession, which is pretty good into their effects with the Hugify. I don't know if we really want to play it since we have both of these. I guess we could play the Wings and the Wave. Although, yeah, we're still... Yeah, we need a little bit of cost reduction. But it is just funny being able to immediately just yoink their units. Oh, man. Also, tomorrow we're going to be doing or starting the monthly challenges. And we're going to be trying to get them done in like 3 to 4 days. So we're going to be doing them a ton. We will be doing the chat participation. So I'm going to turn back on all the viewer rewards. So if you want to hang out for the monthly challenges, that's going to be happening this week starting tomorrow. Yoink into kill spells feel dirty. Yeah, it's really nice. Let's just go here. This is actually a very good opening hand. Happy to have our Viego. Okay, so it just brings out their Aurelia. That's kind of lame, but okay, I guess. I guess we can drop this here. They're probably going to do some annoying free attack.
Shoulder snip,
Yep.
blade sharpened, plant that lead foot. Don't worry, I've danced this 100 times.
Oh, Aurelia is so annoying. I think we'll skip block for now.
That egg. Did it move?
Are they going to do another one? Not quite.
As it must be.
All right, let's go ahead and kill that. I think we just have to hit the 5+ power threshold. Isn't that just for a 2-star? Or 4 or higher? Sure, we can drop this here. We don't actually want to attack with everyone because we want to have a bunch of units so we can drop our Viego.
Left foot, left foot. Just like we practiced.
All right, so we can drop him here and nuke our entire board. All right, let's drop this for some sigils. All right, so Ash isn't quite strong enough to kill their Aurelia, but this would just immediately level up our Viego.
Arrow? I think not.
The Shadow Isles are just the beginning.
All right, so we'll just kill their Aurelia right away. Not too bad. It's so satisfying having that happen on your side. Yeah, the Blade Dance is annoying, but at least we actually have units that can block now. And we don't really care if some of these die. Yeah, really the only weakness of Viego is running out of cards to play. Let's go ahead and grab that unit potentially just so they can't attack. I mean, it's not that big of a deal if they attack. Yeah, it's fine.
All in the shoulders.
A little annoying that they're attacking like that, though. Alright, now I'm going to take them out. They've been buffed up a bit. Now, we can't really kill them or anything. We're just kind of making sure they don't get another strike in. And now we have them. GG. That's why this build is so good. If you stay in Shadow Isles, you get a lot of draw spells. Yes, that's one of the reasons why I really do like this build. Guys, it can generate so many more cards for you to play, so it mitigates your entire, like, only somewhat weakness. Alright, Viego, we have someone draw a spell, someone draw one, free attack. Free attack can be fun. There's normally not much that can stand up to him. But, I mean, they do have their Hugify. We haven't dealt with it yet. It could kill our Viego. I think let's go for the spell draw, potentially. What spells do we have? So we'd get Death's Grasp, Shape of Fear, Withering Mist. Drawing a unit wouldn't be terrible. Our unit does get cost reduction from our effects, but often our board can be too full. Yeah, I think let's go here. We also get our Possession, potentially. Unlimited Power, your first spell, each round costs one less. Afterlife, Inheritance. All three of these are actually excellent. Because Inheritance especially, that can buff up our units like crazy. All of these are actually really good. I think we will actually go for the Unlimited Power. Being able to drop like a Withering Mist for free, Possession for free, could be pretty fun, but all three of these are excellent. So I think we'll grab this. Just wait till we get her, then we'll be able to bully the bot 6 feet in the dirt with all of her pain and suffering she's caused to the player base. Yeah, Relia is going to be crazy. Let's go here for the healer. So let's go for Rockhopper. Says the current viewers are 69. Nice. Let's go for get rid of the Hydrovine and the Dragon. We want to get more spells. Want to get our Viego. Oh, the one issue is if we play this first, it's not going to summon a champion. But we don't have to play it first. We can drop the Possession, grab that unit.
When we look ahead, we know how to prepare.
And sure, let's kill this to kill their Rockhopper. Kill an ally to deal damage to an enemy. So it's the one downside that we might not be able to kill a unit. We'll risk it. We'll have our wings in the wave. We can use this as a kill spell to kill their elemental if we need to. So we can be fine. Fun fact, the thread and needle is affected by Ludens and other sources of damage increases. Nice.
I cannot turn back.
All right, so we can go ahead and attack, do as much damage. I mean, we could play a couple more cards. Sure, we'll drop this just because we'll get a solid amount of damage. And then we'll use this other Wings in the Wave to kill their elemental.
Would you look at this place?
Or we'll do this right here. Sure.
Oh dear.
It is great being able to kill the enemy's units.
The breath takes, the waters give.
Alright, so still no Viego, but pretty solid opening hand. Aurelia plus Misfortune Relic and Spirit of the Brew could be pretty funny. Yeah. Sure, let's just drop our Ash.
On one arrow.
Night descends.
Oh my word. We're one away from actually being able to end. Sure, let's draw one, see what we get. Alright, let's replace this, kill that. We just need a tiny bit more damage. And the mist buffs up everyone.
In this timeline, we're sure to save Caitlyn.
Alright, there we go. Hopefully. Alright, still GG. Bot honest reaction, Lux emote.
Rang true.
Oh. Yeah, Aurelia will be one that's very fun. I mean, that's the case for most of the really annoying champions. They're annoying for us to play against, but they'll be fun to play. Let's go for the Hydravine. What do we want to cut? I think we'll cut the Dragon. It is a solid card, but yeah, we like having a lot of the other ones over it. Would love to cut our Ash. We're keeping the spells. I would probably cut the Withering Mist, but since we can play spells for free, spells are a little bit more important. So yeah, we can get rid of the Dragon, even though it's good. We're just trying to be a bit more consistent. 2-cost Withering Mist. I mean, we're normally going to be trying to play it for free. This power is useless. Let's do a reroll. Shop there. Oh, we'll risk it. All right, stabilize is okay. Yeah, let's go for the other shop. So, Chempunk Shredder. Give me Daddy Azir. Azir would be, yeah, great. And we're probably going to get him relatively soon. Like, it's probably not going to be till next year, but I would think, like, the first quarter of next year would probably get Azir. This is fine. We like the spells. We like our early game units. All right, perfect. Onslaught of Shadows is so good for us. Although, we just played a 0-cost spell as a 0-cost spell. So good. They might kill this unit. We could drop our Viego, but I think we're fine.
Whoa, this ain't just a lamp.
I love that they, like, kind of can't stop the cost reduction. We could drop this for free. I think we're fine. Let's just drop our Viego.
Or death for all who live. You, sir, surrender to me. All will be consumed by the black mist.
You are now definitely nuking your board with Viego if you weren't before. Yeah, but we're totally fine with that. All right, let's drop this just because it's massive. And we don't want the other units. All right, GG. This is how most of the other rounds were supposed to go. Uh-oh. Did we break the game? Again? Well, classic. Alright, against the Chempunk Shredder, closing the game works, right? That doesn't screw anything up. Yeah, Chempunk is pretty bad. It does, yeah, wreck. Classic Chempunk. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Alright, well, we're gonna close out of the game and try again, so one moment. I mean, often when this happens, right when we're ending, it just like says that we won the battle. But yeah, if we have to do it again, we'll see. It's loading up again. Alright, continue. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, so we just finished. That's kind of how it often works. Let's go for the Death Grasp. Although I think the second one might fizzle because our unit dies. Still, we'd rather get an extra copy of this than anything else. It's probably some shenanigans for getting hit and stunned. Yeah. Rekindler's a little funny. Yeah, having some more draw, I'm okay with that. And I think we'll get one copy of the Rekindler, just because this is the card we often generate with our Viego. So generate another copy of him that's going to strike is pretty good. And yeah, I think we're fine. We could go for the rally, but yeah, I kind of don't really care. We shouldn't have a problem. All right, what card do we want to cut? We could get rid of Hydrovine. I think we actually might get rid of Mist, just because normally most other cards are going to have more of an impact. Yeah, sure. All right, let's go for Aurelion Soul. I wonder what's going on with that. Yeah, what Afton was saying is probably since it's ephemeral, it's supposed to die instead of getting stunned. Got stunned first, and then the game gets infused and locked up. Something like that. Possession wouldn't be so useful against Aesol, no. He still has units that often you can steal. Like unit followers, that is. Let's get rid of the Hydrovine and the Soldier. While they are solid, we'd like to have some cheaper units in our opening hand.
Now they'll pay attention.
I think let's drop this first to use up the free spell, because we don't actually want to play our Death's Grasp for free. Let's maybe use this here. So yeah, the first one's getting, I mean, it's actually First it's killing our unit, getting rid of the spell shield, and then it's just fizzling, I suppose. Guess let's drop our riders.
Go forth and slaughter.
All right, so we could already drop our Viego. Could get some more cost reduction going. Yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, we'll drop the aristocrat and then we'll drop our Viego.
The whole world will know my language. I command you. All will be consumed by the blacksmith.
Oh, I love leveling Viego turn 1.
You serve. I command you.
It's so many units. All right, so a couple of these. We don't have the board space. Let's go for the ancient.
Sharpen dust on ribs. Scatter.
All right, so we'll let this one attack there.
Roland. The dark beckons.
The Aurelian Soul surviving isn't actually that big of a deal, since we can just kill him next round with our Viego. Sure, let's just attack like this, get a lot of damage down. All right, let's, I think, go for the Fleeting Hydrovine.
Like hunger only grows.
All right, this is looking solid. They pulled out Thresh. Oof. Thresh is not the best.
Something's wrong.
Alright, so him being gone is good. Them having Thresh isn't the best for us. We kind of don't want to play anything, so I think we'll just pass. I mean, we already have such a full board. Okay, well that's just being rude. Yeah, let's just drop this here, I suppose. And let's do this again, just to kill their lifesteal unit. Sure, let's actually override the Master Yi with another Hydrovine, just because it has such massive amounts of stats. That's, oh, I love it. That's so satisfying, just killing the stupid Aatrox, because often Aatrox is so annoying in Aurelion Soul. Alright, let's go ahead and attack like this. They might use their silence, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's fine. GG.
I will take back what is mine. All of it.
Yeah, that mid-boss Aurelia really is the hardest part of the adventure, I'd say. Alright, a lot of fun. We did screw up our build by getting Ashe as our support champion, but still turned out alright. Yeah, Viego, always a blast to play, even when you have a little bit of bad luck. Yeah, still would stand behind him being pretty much the best champion in the game. And for pretty much all general content. What are we gonna get? Targon. I don't think that's one of the ones we really... Was it one of the ones we needed? The fact we got 10, though, is nice. Targon, 45. So actually, wait, we could get... We could get Morgana to 5 stars. There's a decent chance we'll do that. I do actually like Morgana, so starring her up, I'm not opposed to. But I think we'll hold off and see what champions get revealed for next patch. Because potentially if they reveal, like, some Targon champions, then we maybe do that. Lisa and Dolly turn 1. Yeah. So there's a decent chance I do actually upgrade Morgana, because it would be nice for her. Coalition G, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. What other Targon champions in Path of Champions? So we have Leona, we have Aurelion Sol, we have Diana, Yumi. I think there's another one that I'm forgetting. Maybe that's all of them. Yeah, it looks like that actually might be all. As far as constellations, Morgana is the only one at the moment. Almost have enough for Freljord Nova Crystal. Yeah, we're getting kind of close on a couple of them. So it'd be nice, but yeah, it's always slow going. All right, let's see what the last nightmare. So it is up against Lysandra. Anyone know who the mid boss is for this one? Kind of close to sweet 6-star Ashe. 6-star Ashe with triple Gatebreaker does seem like it'd be pretty hilarious. I do want to try that. All right, so we have Duplicate. The foe copies the first card they play each turn. And then the Scout Scheme, the foe plants 15 Poison Puff Caps in the player's deck. So really putting a massive timer on your game, and then also giving them really good tempo. Howling Abyss is sort of the usual 6.5, isn't it? Often it is, yeah. I don't think that's an every week. I don't think. But it is very common, yes. This 6.5 maybe close the game with the Duplicate. I think for this one, we'll go ahead and try to do our 6-star Jinx, because it's been a minute since we've played her. So for her constellation, we have all the things, except like some of the gemstone upgrades. So normal 3-star powers, sorcery, mana flow, and then all of our spells and skills deal double damage. Reroll gold, support champs and focus crystal. Big one is Pow Pow has charging sigil. So 2 extra damage, but really this is 4 extra damage because of our 6-star. And then damaging spells, we have essentially like 4 damage as well because of the 6-star. Anivia is the mid boss. Okay. All right, we will, try our Jinx. We'll go for Loose Cannon's Payload, really nice. Big Guns gives us essentially 2 extra damage because, again, the 6-star. And then Packed Powder, just great for Jinx overall. Yeah, Nivea is always a pain. All right, looks like ad's about to drop, so go ahead, go to the bathroom, go get a drink if you need to do any of that. Nivea is always the worst. But thanks for letting me know, Dr. Fufu. Yeah, we do get ARAM fairly often, but I think we sometimes also get that in the 5.5. I don't think that's always a 6.5. And yeah, same with Anivia. She's one, like, Anivia is pretty common, but she can be in either the 6.5 or 5.5. Same with Howling Abyss. Same with Aurelia. I'm trying to think of other champions that are there fairly often. I feel like every week we have one of those three, though. Yeah, she's the worst, though. Oh, man. All right, let's go ahead and load in here. We also got Ornn quite a lot, if I remember correctly. Yes, we have. That's a good one. Yes, we have gotten Ornn several times. Yeah. All right, just about like 10 seconds and everyone should be back. Hi Toast, do you think the devs would go back and revisit, rework any of the already released constellations that are weak? Volibear, Lux, Luna, and Nora? Or anti-synergetic Ashe 1 and 3 stars? I would kind of hope so, but I don't think that's going to be something they do very often. I think if it is an issue for long enough, then yes, they potentially will. Like, it would be great if they would go back and adjust, like, the Volibear 4-star. I think it's going to... If they do it at all, it's going to be something they do very rarely. But I think eventually, yes. Because they've done that before with other champions. Gonna lurk now so I can progress more through all the stuff I've missed. Working has made me fall behind in all the games I play, especially LOR. I get that. Thanks for hanging out, Rivy. Alright, let's go see what power we can get. Share the bounty. We don't really target our own units with single target spells. We don't really... Yeah, none of these are really going to help us. Let's do a reroll. Titanic Wake, Enfeebling. Most units we're not going to be able to trigger our Titanic Wake with. Decent chance we'd be able to get Jinx to hit this eventually, but I think we'll go for the Enfeebling just because it's such a good defensive power. It can really help us out if things start to go south. So yeah, let's grab this here and let's go for the Butcher. Actually, we'll hold on to the Aeronaut. So with a lot of champions, you want to keep the cards that you like. But for Jinx, since you're going to discard all of these, you kind of want to keep the cards you don't want to have. All right, so here we can drop this, get our cost reduction for our Jinx. Play her, level her, get our double death rockets. Jagged Butcher's power would be good for Jinx, yes. Getting slow but steady will be nice as well if we can get that to happen. 6-star Jinx, yes. We could kill that ourselves. Sure. Might as well. And let's drop our other rocket just for all of the damage. I wish we'd get a Plunder Champion, Paddle Champion soon. We have a couple that kind of function that way. Like, Samira's a pretty Plunder-based champion. Misfortunes got some decent Plunder synergy. Oh, man.
Give it a whirl. Spin, spin, spin. You win.
I like how these are massive units, but it doesn't even matter.
Play again.
We kind of don't want to draw more cards because we don't want to get hit with more puff caps, so I think we'll actually pass here. All right, let's just try to attack. Oh, my word. Oh, my word.
Smile.
GG. I didn't think about the fact that Jinx gives you extra draw when she's leveled, and so that's just having us get wrecked by those puff caps. Oh my word. Toast, do you think that quite a few champs and Path of Champions have a high cost card in their deck that doesn't feel really in tune with the rest of them? Yeah, that is pretty common. A lot of decks do have that. Yeah, Jinx is very similar to Swain, just being able to wipe everything round one is pretty good. When they did it for other champions, it didn't include paid content. Now the constellations are essentially paid content. I wonder if they would still make changes if for the better. Volibear especially feels like such a wasted opportunity. Imagine a 6-star, something like your units everywhere have 1/1. Each 2 sigils you have generated. It would be an improvement, but a change that is essentially paid content for, or what is essentially paid content for nonetheless. Yes, I feel like that they definitely can't nerf anything that people bought, but further buffing it, like changing the 4-star to be something better, or making a Volibear, like, they would have to keep it feeling the same, so it would still be probably based on the sigils, but just making them stronger or adding some more functionality is something they could potentially do. I think let's go for Rocket Border. Yeah, we might lose with Jinx just because we're overdrawing and the puff caps kill us. Oh, man. All right, Darius. That'd be a lot of damage. That'd be some sustain. Not terrible. Spirit's Refuge is nice. Yeah, like this is giving us a bunch of damage, which would be very, very good. But Spirit's Refuge, like, it's going to be hard because we can't have this in our opening hand, otherwise we discard it. But drawing this could be really nice. So I think we'll actually potentially go here just for the attempt at sustain. All right, let's go for the champion chest over here. So Zeebles. I paid for this, you can't change it, seems dumb to me. I mean, they're definitely more apprehensive to change things people spend money on. Just developers in general. And they definitely don't want to nerf anything people spent money on. Again, let's actually get rid of all of these because we don't want to discard them. And we're going to be discarding everything in our opening hand. Yeah, the bad thing is we have a lot of draw baseline, but draw is actually terrible for us. CT Cyclone, thank you for the resubscribe or continued Prime. Appreciate it. Have a nice stream. Thank you. Hello there. Let's drop our Jinx.
Jinx? Stands for Jinx? I'll give you to the count of... Right, Zap!
All right, let's go for our double super mega death rockets. Yeah, I'm really worried about us just dying to just to puff caps. All right, this is going to be overkill, but we just don't want to have a blocker. Because, yeah, Jinx is great at clearing the entire enemy board. And she does a lot of damage, but it's not enough to end round one. And then we have 2 rounds of just double draw. So, double puff caps. Yeah, it's not great. Because I'm scared of using this to draw anything. All right, let's just hope we don't die. Okay, not terrible. Could be worse. Oh, GG. Yeah, we need some amount of sustain. These puff caps are killing us. I went for Jinx because she can end so fast. I didn't think about the fact that you're going to draw so many cards, it doesn't even matter. I think let's go here. We want to avoid that draw. Deathless, 2 cost and fleeting, more power. So 2 cost and fleeting means we could play her for free, which isn't bad. Deathless would make her resummon our entire hand. So I think we'll actually go for Deathless, because especially if we get Shadow Totem, that could be a really good pairing and give us a lot of extra damage. Sure, let's do that. Chamber of Renewal or Shop. We're down to 18 health. All right, Mage Seeker. Don't cut any cards. I mean, I guess that's not terrible. Yeah, let's get rid of all these. Yeah, if we get another round like we did in the first game, then yeah, we're toast. All right, so let's drop this, go for our Jinx. The good thing is we didn't draw our lifesteal card, so we can potentially draw that and maybe heal up if we get lucky.
Discipline and steel.
Thought you were already toast? Yeah, I'm gonna be even more toast.
My time has come. Avenge me.
Oh yeah, it's great damage. Ugh. $26 card or 26 puff caps. All right, let's just immediately kill these. And yeah, we can't play a lot of our cards because we are worried to draw anything.
My call.
All right, please don't kill us. Oh man, we got. Oh, that's perfect.
Smile. It's called gunplay.
All right, so I don't want to play anything for them to block. Let's drop this here. So we can attack, and then honestly, we can just use double pow-pows if we need to end. But this is giving us some amount of sustain.
Will you comply? Or are you complete?
All right, not terrible. GG. Ooh. Enemies with barrier is mostly
Blow them up.
optional against Jinx. Yeah, if there's only one unit, it doesn't do anything. It just gets rid of your star powers and they just die, which is fantastic. Draw 2, no thank you. Updraft to draw 1 to refill your spell mana. Could be okay. Pick a follower, summon an exact ephemeral copy of it. Don't really care about any of these. Let's try to do a singular reroll. Mystic Shot's not bad. Just gives us some flat damage. Sure. We could go for a chamber, but again, kind of don't really care. We do have are deathless, so there's that. Spell Shield is nice. It will protect us from getting like frostbitten, but trying to get some form of sustain from a shop I think is probably more important. Health Potion, not bad. Crash and Wave would do a lot of damage. Okay. I suppose we can get that. Alright, so this is going to be 2 damage. That's going to go up to 4, 5, so 10 damage to 4 different randomly targeted enemies. Although we're kind of doing fine on damage. I think let's grab the health potion. And we should have enough to do a full heal over here. Alright. Anivia.
On my wings.
Imagine they sucker punch us with rework Teemo as a new champ. I mean, I know a lot of people like Teemo, so not necessarily the worst.
A new era begins.
I don't really like that we're gonna be discarding one of our Jinx. Let's actually play our Rocket Border. That way they actually have to play something. And we're not dropping Jinx at burst speed.
Smash them, leave them free.
Alright, not bad. Yeah, we'll just drop this here.
We're doing it.
I have 3 Nova Crystals, but I'm waiting for the 6-star tier list to buy. I mean, that'll be a couple weeks, but we're working on it. We're working our way there. Alright, so Death Rockets will be great, just nuking their whole board. They blew all of their mana. And yeah, we'll have actually the removal to deal with Anivia, so that will be nice. And yeah, it's overkill, but we don't want them to have a blocker. Alright. Solid damage down. Great start. We just need to try to survive.
Now it's a
Don't forget to kill your own Jinx. I mean, we can if we need to. Sure, we can drop this here.
Voices howl from the mountains. Hear the lion.
Alright, let's go ahead and kill that. And that there. We're probably going to get frostbitten on our attack, but we'll try to do as much damage as possible and potentially end the game.
Enforced equilibrium.
Remove fleeting from all cards. Draw 1. When summon, draw Jace. Attack, deal 8 to the enemy nexus for each 6 cost card you played this game. Alright, so yeah, there's all the... Oh, there's all the effects. So let's go ahead and kill our Jinx even though we have barely any cards. Playing the spells increases our Shen. And will give us some more death rockets. And yeah, this should be a game. Alright. Not too bad. GG. Bit cold in here, in it. 10 damage with Mystic Shot. Yeah. 6-star Jinx is a little crazy. So Farsight is really good, and it can help our consistency, but I'm thinking we need to high roll for damage in order to actually be able to end and not die to the puff caps. So while this is more consistent, I'm going to go the riskier route just because I think we need the extra damage, because otherwise we're going to potentially struggle. So go for the double attack. If we could end in our first attack, that would be great. Reunited in my sight's afterlife. Reunited is okay, but we'd like to get some damage on our spells. Sting Officer. Not really that big of a deal. Normally their units are just dying anyways. This often isn't going to do anything. Bouncing Blades is okay. It'll do solid damage. We definitely don't want more draw. Yeah, we could keep re-rolling, but this is giving us more damage. Let's go for champion item. So, Razor Claw. When are we getting to look at your new 6-star? Probably in the monthlies. Probably in the monthlies. Oh, yeah, I looked at it. Didn't really seem like it would fit that well for any of the challenges today. Yeah, I got a new 6-star a couple days ago, but decided to keep it a secret from chat for a little while. See how long it was going to take people to notice. Yeah, this will die. Let's just drop this here. Oh, great. We do not have our Jinx. I mean, that is always the risk. Alright, let's go for Boom Crew. It's obviously Leona. You were a developer all along. We'll risk the draw. Sure. Alright, so let's attack here. I don't really like those regen, but I suppose it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so we can attack like this, killing all of their units, getting some solid damage down. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So no Jinx, but still doing okay. YouTube member exclusive info? Yeah. I always tell my members in the weekly updates things before I tell anyone else. Toast, Ever Runeterra, Demacia, and PNZ Nova Crystal. What champ should I try to 6-star? So for Demacia, both of them are excellent. I think both Vayne as well as Lux Illuminated are very strong, so either of them are really good. For PNZ, all of them are strong, but some of them are a little bit more boring. Well, I actually shouldn't say all of them are strong. Caitlyn is definitely on the weaker side for 6 stars. I think she's still a lot of fun, but do bear in mind she's a bit weaker. I think both Jinx and Echo are very strong, but can be boring to a lot of people. So bear that in mind. I think Jace is very, very good, but I think Jace is a very particular play style that if you don't like it, you definitely obviously don't want to get a 6-star for him. I don't have it yet, or do I? But I think it should be very, very good. But yes, if you like Jace, I think it'll be excellent. I think it'll be very strong, but you have to like playing Jace. And he can be pretty divisive as a champion. The Heimerdinger, I think, is good. I don't think it is anything crazy, but also I think some people probably don't want necessarily a crazy 6-star. They just want something that is solid and works pretty well. And they don't really have to think about it, just kind of passively going in the background. And it can be great for that. Oh yeah, Heimer's Vandal. I guess, right. He is PNZ, but he's not PNZ. Yeah, right. All right, let's, I think, try to drop our Shen so we can scale up. They are a little scary, but we do have some damage. They could proc Overwhelm. Yeah, I guess we'll actually try to kill one of them. Because if we could have this hit them as well as our 3-star damage hit them, then they can't support each other. All right, we're able to do it. We won the... Oh, man, they had one left. I thought we had... Well, that went well. Let's use this here. Mystic Shot, nice. All right, so we lost the roll there. Let's drop this here, and again, hope we just hit the right person. Frostbite, when you spend mana to play another unit. Sure. And we lost it again. Oh, man. Yeah, we can drop this one here.
These woods protect their own.
Do you think 6-star Vi is on par with Viego? No. I think 6-star Vi is probably solid. I don't think it's yeah, I wouldn't really say it's on par with Viego. I think it's good, but not that good. I think let's open with the Mystic Shot. See what we get. Let's go for Shock Blast because we want to stay away from draw. Let's go ahead and kill that so we don't have to deal with a blocker. And I suppose we want to keep this one alive, but we want to kill their units. Although we could go here and just after we play a single card, this will die. It's not necessarily the worst.
I hope this works.
Oh, it's a lot of cards. But we can drop our Shock Blast and end the game. I guess the good thing is not having Jinx means we don't draw as many cards. All right. GG. I'm guessing we're doing Jinx here against the 6.5. Yep, this is the 6.5. I think the only issue with Jinx is her powers are sort of RNG based. I would say Jinx is pretty consistent. Like, especially with the build where you just drop her turn 1, discard your hand. Yeah, she's pretty good. Champion draw is okay. Boom Crew Rookie is nice. Getting more of this is really good. It deals a ton of damage to the enemy. But we do like having a Jinx. I think we will actually go for the Vision. All right, more copies of our champion. Let's see here. Draw 1. Okay, so let's go for the Spell Shield for the protection, I suppose. Draw 1's a little bit too scary. Let's go for the shop here. Don't really care about most of these. Let's go for a power. It's fine, but we have pretty good defensive powers already. Let's see. Honored Lord, shop. Come on, slow but steady. Titanic Wake, I will take it. Alright, so we could go for another power. I think we'll go for the Honored Lord to try to just further improve our Jinx. But it does look like ad wants drop, so we'll quickly drop this here. Need to go to the bathroom, need to go drink, go ahead and do that right now. I'll be doing that myself, actually. Alrighty. Just about like 20 seconds left. Everyone should be back. Alright, everyone should be back. Let's go ahead and try to go for the Honored Lord to get some items for our Jinx. Yeah, that could be good. So let's go for the... Ooh, Shark Trainer can be rough. Well, let's go for it. Alright, we'll get rid of... Honestly, most of these. We will hold on to Shen to increase our odds of our Jinx. There we go. Not too bad. The Blade's Edge is actually pretty nice, because since this is fast speed, it gives them priority to actually have to play something. Well, not a huge fan of that.
Give voice to the ocean's song.
I think we will actually drop the rocket border. Well, we'd have more damage on the attack, but we'd lose out on one of our removal spells. Could be okay. Sure, we can drop our Jinx. Do you have any Jinx skins? I think I have. There's one that you got if you were playing when Arcane came out the first time. I think I have that one. I mean, I should. Haven't really thought about putting any skins on for Jinx, to be honest. I wish we had Explosive Finale. It's so good with Jinx. We give her so much extra damage. Or if we got Slow but Steady. Oh well, we still got some decent defensive powers.
It's called gunplay.
Alright, solid damage. We just need to survive. Only issue is the puff caps. I did wonder if he had skins, and if he did, why he didn't use them. I use some of them. There's some champions that I have skins for that I kind of alternate between using. It's like one is especially the... for Vayne, I have her like Arclight skin. And so I'll sometimes switch between using that and just using the normal Vayne. Because Vayne's normal skin is also fantastic. Let's drop this and kill both of these. For some champions, I got skins as rewards from different things, and I like their base skin better. Yeah, we can drop this here.
Do whatever's needed.
But normally, if I remember, I'll use them. We can actually drop this. We want to be able to attack and not have to play them. So while we are losing one of the copies, still probably for the best. Okay, so the puff caps haven't been as bad. I think we just got really, really unlucky in that one round.
Oh, part of the plan, just meet up.
All right, so we have enough to end. If they try to do anything, we can even push a ton of extra damage. All right, still fine.
Better run.
GG. All right, so we made it all the way to the final boss. I think that's the only thing we have left other than our rewards. All right, we can go for Eager Apprentice. So Shadow Totem is a interesting one. I think we will probably get it because we have Deathless. It can be bad for Jinx because she discards your hand again, and then she also discards your Super Mega Death Rockets, and it's a little inconsistent. Sometimes she'll still make more for you to play, and then other times she just discards them. I think if you had too full of a hand, she just discards them. Lysandra has Tough, though. True. Yeah, so a lot of the Nexus damage we will actually lose out on, which is sad. So yeah, I guess we'll go for the Colossal Hammer. There's a good call. The Tough is going to be an issue because we are going up against Lysandra. The Colossal Hammer will give us a lot of damage since we have the double attack, so it's giving us more like 6 extra damage instead of 3. Yeah, I think we'll actually just go here instead. All right, let's actually not cut a card because we want to have as many cards as possible to reduce how much damage we take from puff caps. Let's heal as much as possible. And let's go for Lysandra.
At last, my time is at hand.
Only when she levels up, though, and you probably kill it before she gets tough. Possibly, but I still just don't want to deal with her blocking all of our damage and then also not getting our rockets. Yeah, we can go like this. Probably could have re-rolled the health potion. Oof, don't like seeing that. Lysandra is one that I actually hope we get in Path of Champions as a playable champion. She seems like she'd be fun. All right, we will drop this here. We want them to have to play something.
My lady calls to me and I obey.
Huh. Okay, so they dropped all of their mana to do that. Okay, I suppose.
Rules are made to be broken, like buildings or people. Fishbones! We're doing it!
I'm casually waiting for the Harvest Wednesdays. Not sure what you mean. All right, let's go ahead and drop this here.
Bye-bye.
Perhaps next year they'll swap out monthly challenges, Ace with Lysandra, and make her also busted. I mean, that's kind of what I thought they were going to do before. So I definitely wouldn't mind if they ended up doing that. Oh, also, yeah, our Jinx hit the threshold for Titanic Wake. So we're getting actually a lot of extra damage here, which is fantastic. All right, the good thing is we do have a lot of damage. So even against their frozen thralls, We're sadly not one-shotting them, but we still have enough to kill them. Sure, let's drop a Shen.
Balance requires a watchful eye.
Alright, so they'll probably be able to play some of these as burst speed blockers, but I'm going to try to kill both their units. And it will attack here, but we already have enough damage just from our spells to be able to end, so we should be good here. Alright, GG. Oh, a little worried after that first match. I just think we got insanely unlucky with our pup caps. I was very worried. Yeah, monthly reset is tomorrow, so that should be fun.
Them all up.
All right, that was pretty good. The first match was a little scary with how many puff caps we drew. I was playing Jinx because of how fast she can just clear the board and try to end games. I didn't take into consideration the fact she gets extra draw from leveling up, and so those puff caps were even deadlier. Still, though, able to come away with the win. 6-star Jinx plays the exact same as she did before. She's just better in every way, pretty much. So very simple, but very strong and a lot of fun. All right, let's just see this high roll and get like 100 fragments. Let's go. Sad. What happens when you make Aurelion Soul? Do you get still fragments as rewards from the monthlies? You get his fragments, which are then converted into Stardust. Hey, Toast Missed Beginning, was the 4.5 Nightmare hard with the Draven power? No, not at all. It was super fun. I really hope they add more powers like this, because it's just a great time. There's so many different champions that can all benefit from this in a unique way. And yeah, this is just super fun. I hope they add more things like this, because no, the game, it makes the game super easy, which if everything in the game is super easy, then yeah, that could be a problem. But for limited time kind of events like this, where you're just going to be able to have fun with this for the week, it's a lot of fun. I think if you need to try to level up any of your champions, if you need to try to get any of your champions upgraded to, like, any of their relics upgraded, this is definitely the time to do it, because even with a low star champion, you should be able to blast through this on most people. But yeah, it's really fun. Good afternoon. What would be a good way to add Rise to Battle Champions? This should make Rise a monthly challenge reward. Wouldn't be bad. That could be, yeah. Pretty much any champion that they're worried about being too overpowered, just make them like Aurelion Soul and be like, okay, yes, they are overpowered. That's the point of the champion. But you get to work on unlocking them through doing the monthly challenges. So making Rise super broken, but putting him behind the monthly challenges, I think would be decent. Fiora is literally Exodia. Yeah. Yeah, this was really, really good. And yeah, tomorrow we're going to be going through and doing all the monthlies. We're going to try to do a lot of them. So we're going to try to get them done in like 3 to 4 days instead of drawing it out for a whole week. So potentially on the first day, we're going to try to do like 20 challenges minimum, but we might be doing more like 30 to 40. And yeah, we plan on doing our viewer participation. So if you want to choose champions or builds for the different challenges, you'll be able to do that as well. We didn't do that last month because we had to try to focus on getting through them really fast, because I was working on some big projects in the background, like the big ride interview I had and some other things like that. But this month, we'll be just trying to still get through them faster, but we'll be doing the viewer participation again so people can, do the trolling if they want. Have you tried the midnight speedrun? As in doing them when they first come out? Yes, I have, and it was miserable. It was not a fun experience. It was, not a great time. I was able to finish them all on the first day, and I think I was like on the first page as far as the leaderboard, but it just wasn't really enjoyable. So I don't really plan on doing that again. I mean, even the last time for last month, I did all the monthly challenges, I think in 2 days, and that was a bit rough. But I think that's where we will call it for today. But we'll be streaming all the monthlies tomorrow. So if you want to have fun doing the monthlies, then come and hang out. It was an 8-hour stream. Yeah, it was ridiculous. What happens when you're first on the leaderboard? Nothing. It's just bragging rights. That's it. Which is all you need, I guess. But thank you all for hanging out. We'll be streaming probably Tuesday through Thursday. Normally on Friday is kind of more of a maybe day. Off we need to take that day for like editing. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. I'm going to go edit some videos together. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. See ya.